If you've ever sat around a campfire, tried to impress a date, or just love playing guitar, you tried to learn how to play Blackbird. It might be Paul McCartney's best work, an anthem to underdogs everywhere, injecting a jolt of hope into anyone who's waiting for their moment to arise. But even though many YouTubers claim to offer the real way to play Blackbird, I've yet to see a single video that shows how to play Blackbird the right way. So go grab your guitar, we're going to learn how to play Blackbird. Step 1, anchor your right hand. I actually uploaded what I'm pretty sure is the first YouTube video ever focused on Paul's fingerpicking, way back in the Bronze Age. Big picture, I've been messing with it for a while. Fingerpicking seems really daunting to anyone just starting out on guitar, and when it's played full speed, Blackbird might seem out of your reach. And don't feel too bad about it. Not only do some really great guitarists struggle with it,
this one is actually trickier to play than it looks. I went back, I thought I knew how to play it right, and of course I played it all wrong. I'm probably still playing it, it's slightly wrong.
Paul himself might agree with you.
It's like a finger picking style that I'm not actually very good at.
But one important tip, the tip that guarantees all the others, is simple. You need to anchor your picking hand to the guitar. This trick is super easy. All you have to do is press your palm onto the bridge and keep it there. You can even see with this great angle how Paul does it. If you want extra support, you can even press your ring and pinky fingers onto the guitar to lock your hand in place. Honestly, playing Blackbird the right way is impossible without this step. This is going to give you far, far more control over where your fingers go. Part 2, the McCartney Sweep. It's easy, I promise. So the biggest challenge of learning Blackbird is nailing the McCartney Sweep. Paul literally invented this technique in 1968 when singer-songwriter Donovan tried teaching Paul and John Travis picking, a style of fingerpicking John later used on Dear Prudence, Julia, and Octopus's Garden.
And as I picked, one day John said, "How do you do that?" I said, "What?" He said, "That guitar picking." And I said to John, "I'll teach you, but it'll take a few days." He said, "I've got time down here in the jungle." And so he did. And we sat down, and John learned it in 2 days. I took 3. McCartney wouldn't sit down. He didn't want to learn sitting. He was walking around with his guitar. He'd walk in, he'd walk out, he'd walk into the jungle, he'd come back, he'd listen what John was learning. And Paul's so smart. He's a genius, of course. And Paul picked it up by ear. And his particular picking, when he learned it, was completely different. A very, very unusual way he was using the guitar picking. And he got Blackbird.
The McCartney Sweep is a perfect example of the striking simplicity of Paul's talent. For every Paul McCartney fingerpicking song on an acoustic guitar, electric guitar, Paul is only ever using these 2 fingers. That's it.
2 fingers all the time.
The McCartney Sweep is on so many great songs: Mother Nature's Son, Her Majesty, Calico Skies, Jenny Wren, and tons of guitarists who teach Blackbird tend to overcomplicate it or miss a step. Now, the exact fingerpicking pattern for Blackbird for the McCartney Sweep, as far as I've seen, has not been taught correctly on YouTube at all. But I promise you, once we break it down, it's shockingly easy. There are 6 steps to nail the McCartney Sweep. Number 1, pluck the bottom string with your thumb and the top string with your pointer finger at the same time. Step 2, sweep your pointer finger down across the strings. Here are the first 2 steps back to back. Step 3, sweep the pointer finger back up. Here are the first 3 steps. Step 4. Pluck the bass note with your thumb. Now here's what you got so far. Step 5. Gently pluck the open G string up with your pointer finger. Here are the first 5 steps so far. Step 6. Sweep your pointer finger down one last time. Here's the entire pattern. Here it is again. Here's another angle. Here it is slowed down. So again, this might seem tricky. 6 steps sounds like a lot, but the more time you spend practicing, it'll take you maybe a day or 2 to get the muscle memory right. And it's incredibly fun to play once you get it. Tip number 3, precise sloppiness. One of the amazing things about Paul McCartney is his precision as a musician. His bass playing, piano playing, guitar playing, you almost never hear an out-of-place note or a mistimed chord, and when you do, it's like a 4-leaf clover.
Whoops. I know it. I wrote it.
But to balance that out, Paul often introduces intentionally human elements to make songs feel more lively or human, even when the core performance is still very precise. Now how does this tie into Blackbird? Well, to get that last 5% of nuance, you have to play it precisely sloppy. What's the precise part, you say? First, really nail all those 6 steps. If you skip a step or get a little lazy, it won't sound right. And by the way, when you play Blackbird, do not swing it. Play it straight. You want to play it as linear and unswung as possible. After that comes the sloppy part. First, rush it. Don't worry about playing it perfectly in rhythm. If anything, play a little ahead of the beat.
You were only waiting for this moment to rise.
That sense of forward momentum propels what could be a quite melancholy song into an upbeat message of hope. Second, let those open strings ring out between chords. If it sounds too pretty or beautiful, that ain't the Beatles. By the way, the left hand is also much easier than you think. I'll put a full verse and chorus at the end of the video, and a link to a decent tab in the description. But again, once you sit down with your guitar, then spend a day or 2 getting that muscle memory perfect, it will shock you how fun and simple it is. So I don't have much to say about Blackbird that hasn't been said already, but I do want to mention a couple things. First, how amazing is Paul McCartney, man? Whenever I need to remind myself of my affection for Paul, I run through a mental checklist. So the same guy who played piano on Long and Winding Road, bass on Nowhere Man, drums on Back in the USSR, wrote the lyrics to Hey Jude, and sang Long Tall Sally at the Enemy Poll Winners concert, he also invented the Blackbird fingerpicking pattern. And all that happened before he turned 27. 27! That's just the tiniest snapshot into everything he's done in his life and his career. The sheer volume of songs and magic he's given us is astounding. But for all those accomplishments, all you need to play Blackbird are these two fingers. Sometimes what you think is genius or complicated or beyond your reach is actually quite simple, and there's a lesson to be learned in that. Second, if you can't get it quite right, that's absolutely fine. If the Beatles taught us anything, it's that technical precision matters far, far less than the feel of a track, the emotion of a performance, and the spirit of the song you're performing. If you have to simplify Blackbird, play it a different way, play it any way you want to, that's completely fine. No matter how you play Blackbird, you are playing it the right way. So go grab a guitar and sing your heart out. Alright guys, that's it. I'm going to put a full verse and chorus at the end of this video, both normal speed and slowed down. But you have to let me know in the comments when you get this right.